Okay guys, this is the tutorial for the custom text portrait poster. By now you should already have Adobe Spark Post installed on your smartphone, Android or iPhone. So you'll see here that I have the Spark Post app installed. So I'll go ahead and select Spark Post. And here at the very bottom in the center, the green icon with a plus, I'm going to go ahead and select that. Create designs and collages, go to solid color. I'm going to select the background color. Right here it says basic. I'm going to go ahead and select the white. Next, at the very bottom, it'll ask you to choose a size. Here in the social post section, you're going to click on the Instagram. It's a square icon. Select done. You'll see that this double tap to edit text appears. We're going to go ahead and delete that, select it. Little trash can icon here on the bottom. Select it, hit delete. So in order to get started on this, before you begin, you'll have to take a selfie. It'll be the portrait that you'll be using, along with the quote. So click on the plus icon to add that image. Should already be accessible in your photo library. On my phone, I can go all photos. Here I have the portrait of myself. Select it, I click add one. Adobe Spark asks choose where to add. Select pin to background. And on the bottom right, click done. So there I have my portrait. And I'm gonna have to add another image, same image, again, photo library. All photos, select the same image, add. And once again, add to collage. And if I select here this center, I can choose like how far to the left or right it is. I just want to have it right there centered. So I have one portrait on the left, one on the right. And I am going to resize them so that half of the portrait is on the left and half the portrait is on the right. And it doesn't have to be perfect. Just try to get it as close as possible. Yeah, and you can easily resize this just by pinching, like zoom in, zoom out, and selecting it and moving around. Again, I'm getting a little picky here, but it doesn't have to be perfect. And once you have it, go ahead and select done. So for these two images, we're gonna apply a grayscale effect. So that it turns black and white. So I can select either side. I'm gonna start with the left. And if you go to looks, you have all these options. So I'm gonna click on the first one, which is grayscale. So I'll do the same thing with the right one, grayscale. And the left side is going to have our quote, and the right side is just going to have half of our face. So I'm going to go here to enhance and up the contrast a little bit so it stands out a little more. I have it at 66. Saturation. And I think that's good. So now on the left side, I'm not going to mess with the contrast, but I am going to make it a little brighter. Up the highlights, maybe even the shadows. So I have mine at 40, 21, 20. I go to done. So there I have my left and my right side. You'll see, again, the right side has a little more contrast. So I'm going to add my text. So if I go to add text, I can type my quote. So I put keep your head up. My quote, I go to done. Gonna move that over here to the left, resize it a little bit. So again, text on the left side. And I'm going to go to thing shape. Yeah, so in the shape section, you'll see that it has all these different ABC shape options. So there's one that has ABC with a square around it. That's the one that you want to use. So ABC with a square. If I go to, so if I go to align, I'm going to align it to the right. So that's centered, line to the right. Spacing, you'll see that it says shape at the bottom. It's at 33. I'm going to bring that down. Same thing with the line. For this effect that we're going for, we kind of, I guess we can have it at, I'll leave it at 6. So keep your head up. There it is. So again, aligned to the right. And I have my shape, the square with the ABC. The color, I have it set to black. So if the box isn't black already, you can always go right here to color, custom. And I have my text set to black, and the box set to, the text set to white and the box set to black. So click done. In the font, it's really important for this that we use either when you type it, type all caps, or choose a font that is all caps. So there's a few fonts that are just like by default all caps. I'm looking here at Harman. So Harman works, and I think there's one called, Bebas New. So Bebas New, it's a little more narrow. Harman works as well. I'm going to use Bebas New. Click done. So I'm going to go ahead and stretch this out right here. So there I have my text. And so we want to fill the whole left area. And you'll notice there's like this empty area at the top, left, right, at the bottom. So we're going to do that with a shape. So if I go to add again, we want to add some rectangles. So you don't have like the shape tools like you do in Illustrator and some other Adobe programs. So you would have to go to add, icon. There's like just thousands and thousands of different icons you can choose from here in Spark. So I went to add icon, and I'm just looking for a square. So I'm going to type square. On the second row here, last column, there's a solid rectangle there. And if the color doesn't match it exactly, that's fine, because you can actually change the color of all the icons. So I put that at the top, go to color, change it to black. And I don't have to go back to add icon. You can just duplicate it. So if I go to edit, I go to duplicate, select it. Again, size it so it fits. It's kind of like your command copy, command paste. So I'm going to duplicate it again. Okay, so I have top right, bottom. Duplicate it one more time. Done. So there we go. I have it blocked out. Left side, my right side has the face. So I can now select the text. And if I go to effect, right now it has none selected. In the basic section, you have shadow, outline, cutout. I would select cutout, and that allows you to see through the text. So kind of like a clipping mask. And we have shadow, outline. So I'm going to go with the cutout. There we go. Done. So there you have it. That's the custom text portrait poster. Now that you're done, you can just go to the share icon. Gives you all these options: Facebook, Instagram, message, Snapchat. Go to save image. That'll save it onto your camera roll. And then you can submit that to Canvas once you're done.